What's up? What's up? You walking with Mr. Dylan across this pinpointed bridge, merging the gap between your brain and Dylan. Ultimate mathematics. Hey, today working with a little bit of percents, you know what I'm saying? Hey, equation, second video of the series. So let's get to it. We got the example of the day right here. What is 56% of 72? So we go ahead right there. Right now, we got the first step of the day. First step is we're going to change our 56% to a decimal, okay? Change 56% to decimal, and we're gonna set up our multiplication problem. Set up multiplication, all right? So as I said, I write that out. Multiplication kind of a big word. All right, so we got 56%. So what we're gonna start off to set it as a decimal, we're gonna start with this percent right here. So just imagine this percent, we're gonna put our decimal right there. Go over twice, boom, boom, put our decimal right there. That's gonna give us 0.56. Now we got 0.56 and we got 72. So we can set up our multiplication problem of the day. We got 72 times 0.56. Bang, multiplication right there. All right. So now let's go ahead and move to the second step of the day. We got the second step. What we're gonna do is we got our base number of 6. Base number of 6 right here. So we're gonna multiply 6 and 2. All right. Above head. 2 is above head. So it's above the 6. So once we do that, that's gonna give us a 12. So we drop the 2, we rise the 1 above the 7 right there. All right. So now that we finish with that, we still gonna keep our base number. Our base number is still gonna be 6. Oh, my bad. I'm tripping. Right, I'll keep that right there. Erase this part right here. All right. So now we're going to the third step of the day. We get our third step. So we got our third step right here. Now we got our base number still is 6. Now we're going across, okay? So we're gonna multiply 7 and 6 and add the 1, all right? So when we do multiplication, 7 and 6 is going to give us 42 plus this 1 right here. That's going to give us 43. So we just dropped the whole 43. So that's going to give us 432. We can erase this 1, erase this right here because we done with our base number of 6. And then we can get to the fourth step of the day. And so for our fourth step, what we doing is we got to add a 0. So we're going to add a 0 to the second line of our multiplication under our multiplication line. So 0 right here. So add 0 to second row under multiplication line. All right. We're just gonna put multi for short. Multiplication, y'all already know what it is. Multiplication line for short. So we got the 0 right there. So now we can move on to our base number, which is going to be 5. All right. So now that we got our base number as 5, we're gonna go ahead and get to the sixth step of the day. And we got our sixth step. Well, fifth step, I apologize. Fifth step of the day. We got the fifth step of the day. Now we got our base number of 5, and we're going across the body again across it. So we multiply our 5 and our 2. 5 and 2. All right, so 5 times 2, that's going to give us 10. We drop the 0. We're going to rise the 1 at the top. All right, so now we can go ahead and erase that. Keep that 1 at the top. Now let's go ahead and get to the sixth step. You know, almost was at that step, last step, but let's get to the sixth step of the day. So we got the sixth step right here. Our base number is still 5. So now we're doing above head. So we're going to multiply 7 and 5 and then we're going to add the 1 at the top. So 7 and 5, then add the 1. All right. So we do 7 times 5, that's 35, plus 1, that's 36. We're going to drop the 36. All right. So we drop our 36, and now we are done with our multiplication process. All right. So now we can move to our seventh step of the day, which is going to be addition. And so now we got our addition. Let's go ahead and get right to it. Got the addition. So for our seventh step of the day, we're going to add our values together. Add values together. All right, so once we do that, we can draw another line. We can do plus, all right? Add our values, and that's going to give us we're going to put this in gray. So we got 2 plus 0, that's going to give us a 2. We got 3 plus 0, that's going to give us a 3. We got 4 plus 6 is giving us a 10. Put this 1 right here. We got 3 plus 1, that's going to give us 4, all right? Now, once we add our values together, now we can go to our A step of the day. Our A step is we got to add our decimals into our final answer, all right? So we got 4032, and to add our final decimals in our answer, add our decimals into our final answer. And how we're going to do that is, so we got add decimal to answer to get our final answer, all right? So we got our decimals. We have 2 decimal places. This is our decimal right here. We got 1, 2 decimal places. So we're going to go right here. We got 4032. We're going to go over 1, 2 for our 2 decimal places, giving us a final answer of 40.32, which can round to 40%. All right. And so we got 40% as our final answer of the day. All right. If they're asking for a whole number, we're going to do 40%. But if they ask for, decimal, then 40.32. But since this is our final answer, man, y'all appreciate y'all for tuning in with me. It's Mr. Dylan repping Dylan Ultimate Mathematics. Hey, y'all be good and catch me soon. Peace.